Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
The Kids of Carcassonne is a fantastic children's game. Now, finding a children's game that you will have fun playing and that will kind of gateway in for your kids is very hard to find. So much of the kids' game out there are just rolling moves or spinners with some kind of Disney theme on it or Nickelodeon or DreamWorks. This is something different. This is the Carcassonne game that we play or have played for children. The game is really easy. You're still tiling, and if you complete the road, you get to put people out. So it kind of takes everything away except for the roads, and the roads already have pre-printed players on it. This is really, really neat game. So I played this a lot in the past, and I played this game with my 4-year-old son, and the first time he was just kind of laying down tiles, and that was fine. And then I started talking, about 2 games in, I started talking to him about if you did this, you could score a little bit more. If you did this, you could block me. 4 games in, the boy was making strategic moves. Now, some of the game is just a matter of when you pull the tiles out. That's going to play a little bit into it. But he was able to start making strategic decisions as a 4-year-old, which really surprised me because that's not really his bag. He's not really into strategic things. He's very agreeable, goes along. But then he started putting things in, and I was like, well, do you want to do this? He's like, no, I'm doing this because of this. I was like, yes, finally. This was the first game that the boy was making strategic decisions, and I loved it. Loved it. And the Kids of Carcassonne, my first Carcassonne, will be one of my favorite children's games because now I have that memory with him. I have that moment with him where he may have just turned into a gamer just a little bit. The game's pretty easy to play. The pieces are nice. The tiles are bigger than normal and chunky, and everything looks great. There is some strategy to it, right? You want to put yours in a road as long as possible, perhaps, or spread it out a little bit, but it's going to require you more tiles to close it out. I like this one a lot. If you're looking for a kid's game, this is one of the best. Like I said, I played it with a 4-year-old. I think you can play it all the way up. I don't think you're going to get any gamer potential out of it. I don't think it's going to go that far. There are some kids' games that are maybe dexterity, like Rhino Hero, that's kind of fun for adults. This is not going to be one of them. You're going to want to play Carcassonne. But this is going to take Carcassonne and make it a little bit easier for your kids, incorporating just the roads and just enough to have some strategy. Really like this one. Seek this one out. If you have children or grandchildren or playing with children, some kind of younger school club, preschool, kindergarten, maybe even through 2nd or 3rd grade. This one is really fun. Check it out. Absolute keeper for me. And it's one that I'm going to keep away from the kids. I always say when I do my reviews of children's games, I have the ones I give to the kids. You can lose the pieces. It doesn't matter if I ever play it again. We have somebody kind of hold back for family time. It's going to be one of the ones that we keep and hold back for family time. Here is my first Carcassonne. Very inviting game with just different colors and some animals on the front. Very good box. I like that. The rules are fairly simple. You get a picture on the front, a little bit of a story on the back, and a great picture of the rules. The rules are super, super simple for this one. You're going to get a number of tiles. Very, very big, very thick, very durable. Other than losing them, you can give these to your kids. I don't think they can do much destruction to these beasts. You're going to get a number of little wooden meeples. These are much thicker than what you're used to, much bigger for little hands. And they work really, really good. Nothing that stands out. The box inside, everything fits in pretty good, and the artwork inside the box is great. All the components are wonderful. Your kids can chew on these and play with them. You won't have any problems at all. The rules for My First Carcassonne are very easy to understand. It's not going to be your normal rolling the dice and moving or spinning the spinner and moving. A little bit different. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to with the kids, strategy-wise. They're going to understand every tile is going to match up, so that's going to be easy for them. But the fun is going to be when they start investigating that strategy. So the rules aren't going to be a problem. Strategy will come the more they play. The game is rather easy. You're going to start off with just one of the tiles at random. On your turn, you're going to pick a tile, and you can play it however you want. The good thing about the tiles are they all fit together. So every file can fit to every one. You don't ever have to worry about it. So you're never going to play like regular Carcassonne. You can literally just flop it down. It may not be in your best interest, but the tiles will make sense wherever they go. The trick to this game is that once you close off a road, so the only thing you're going to worry about is roads in this one, you will then put the workers down that are on here. So this one has 2 greens and a blue. So sometimes, you know, depending on what color you are, you want to make these bigger or longer. And most of these can be finished off. So this one has a blue, a green. Oh, it's not finished. So if this was here. Then you put green and a couple yellows. So the first one to run out of pawns wins the game. If you use all the tiles, and whoever has the least amount left will win the game. Very, very easy. You know, I started playing with my 4-year-old, and he wasn't able to pick up the strategy that quickly, but by game 8, he had it down. So fairly easy, but a great introduction game. I think anyone with children should have this game. Anyone with grandchildren or playing with school groups, this is one of those games that you should have. It's an introductory strategy game, and it works fantastic. Kids understand colors right away. The closing of the roads may take a second or two, but that strategy of messing with somebody else is going to come, and how to put your guys together in the best roads, the longest roads, and you want to keep other colors out as much as possible, or even throwing one of your guys in. If green's building a long road with a bunch of guys, throwing one of your guys in there knowing that green is going to close it off, thus saving you an action, and when they score, you'll score. That can be a very powerful move. This is a fantastic children's game. This should be on your top 10 children's games. This should make the list, and you should be playing this with them. This is an absolute keeper. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you liked it, please like it and hit that little subscribe button. That really helps out the channel, lets us know that you're getting the videos that you want. If you agreed or disagree with what I said, feel free to comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise that I will comment back. Thanks for watching, and everybody else, keep playing games.